Hey guys, check it out. Got my Pacifico, you know what that means. It's happy hour here in Mazatlan. Time for another story. The last story I told you a little bit about New Brunswick and living in the Maritimes and what it's like and the connection to Louisiana. So it occurred to me to tell you a story about when I was in Louisiana. And I don't know how you pronounce the town's name. It's Abbeville. I don't know if that's Abbeville. Who knows? I've only seen it in print. I've never heard it said. But I found a little hotel, and I'm quite sure it was in, let's say, Abbeville. It might have been the Budget Inn. When I look online and look at the pictures, not sure. But I usually look for a hotel that's not a chain, not a Super 8, not a Motel 6. And a lot of times you can get a better deal. And I like to travel on the cheap. So I was on one of my many trips from the Maritimes to Mexico on my motorcycle, riding along solo. And I see this little hotel. It's starting to get dark. It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Time to stop. When you're a solo motorcycle rider, nothing like stopping for the day and having a good supper. So that was the plan. And I go into the hotel, and the lady asked to see some ID, so I give her my driver's license. Well, I'm sure a lot of my American viewers don't know, but New Brunswick is Canada's only officially bilingual province, meaning that the provincial government gives bilingual service. And everything the government of New Brunswick does is in French and English. And Canada's federal government is like that, but none of the other provinces are officially bilingual. 8 of them are English, Quebec is French, New Brunswick is bilingual. And a lot of people don't realize, and you can look it up on Stats Canada, only 3% of the population of Canada outside of the province of Quebec even speaks French. And a lot of them are in New Brunswick. So I get to the hotel, she asks me for ID, I give her my driver's license, and it's in French and English. So she takes it, she's looking at it, and in the meantime, while I'm waiting to check in, I'm looking around her lobby. And she's got all kinds of posters, or the hotel does, the motel does, of the expulsion of the Acadians that I mentioned in my last video. And lo and behold, there's Shediac on one of the posters. I can see it on the map. And it seems to take her a while to copy down my information. And I'm quite surprised when she says to me, "What is this? Is this Swedish?" Swedish? No, it's French and English. I'm from New Brunswick. In fact, your poster's here. There's my hometown, Shediac. See on the license? Oh my God, she says. Really? I'm surprised. Like, she didn't know New Brunswick at all. And she says, "What did I tell you the room was going to cost?" I said, $55. She said, "Well, now it's $45." I said, "Awesome, that's great." And so she checks me in. The room's okay. I'm back and I asked her, can you recommend a good restaurant? And she said, "Right across the parking lot here." I wish I could remember the name of the place. They got the best chicken fried pork chops in Louisiana. So I went over there, had my supper. Oh my God, they gave me a meal and feed 3 truck drivers, 2 of the most beautiful breaded pork chops, boneless, whipped mashed potatoes, fresh garden vegetables. It was delicious and it was cheap. So I couldn't eat 2 monster pork chops, so I asked for a takeaway bag, and they gave me a little styrofoam box, and I put a pork chop and some of the mashed potatoes in there, and I went back to the hotel. And since that lady had to work that evening, I gave her a chicken fried pork chop and some mashed potatoes so she'd have a good lunch. Turnabout is fair play. She did me a favor, I did one for her. God love her. I wish I could remember the name of the hotel. I'd like to give it a plug, but like I say, the pictures I see, I can't tell. It might be the Budget Inn. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for the new subscriptions. Thanks for hitting that like button. It really helps. Talk to you soon.